So this is the tallest tower in all of Halo Combat Evolved. And perhaps one of the hardest challenges in the entire game is somehow finding a way to get all the way to the top of it on foot. So, can we do it? Let's give it a shot! So this tower is just outside of the control room of Installation 04. And this is one of those unique objects that is located on multiple missions. It's located at the end of the mission Assault on the Control Room and at the beginning of the mission 2 Betrayals. Now when I say getting to the top of this tower on foot, I don't literally mean I'm going to walk to it somehow. There is absolutely no way. This thing is massive. And the walls around it are pretty much sheer vertical cliffs. To up the difficulty, the top of this tower is not very large, so it's a pretty small surface to land on. But our first and only consideration that we have to make is what mission are we planning on doing this on? We will need an object to launch us all the way to the top of the tower. And the only objects that are movable in Halo Combat Evolved are vehicles. So we have basically three options: a Banshee, a Warthog, or a Shade Turret. Now I've pulled off some pretty far vertical launches with the Warthog before, so that was my first choice. But we would have to get the Warthog all the way to the end of the mission somehow.
When ice actually mattered, wasn't just something that... Anyways.
So if you take the Warthog all the way through the beginning of the mission, once you get to the icy canyon, you then need to squeeze it between a tree and this pipe. If you take the rocky winding path up, you'll then come to the second section of the mission. Now, the plan was to take this Warthog inside the structure, drive it through all the cracks and crevices, all the way to the end of the mission. Now, if it were even possible to get this Warthog all the way to the end of the mission using this methodology, I really was not sure. I was hopeful, but the reason I decided to take the Warthog all the way to the end of the Assault on the Control Room was because I've tried Banshee launches and I've also tried Shade Turret launches. I've never done a Banshee launch successfully, and the Shade Turret launches, well, they just don't get you very high. So the thought behind this was, if I invested more time in the setup, if I could get to the end, I would have a much higher likelihood of being able to make it all the way to the top of the tower. We were actually going pretty fast through the mission. It took us about 15 minutes to get the Warthog to this point. But this was the truest test of them all. We would have to get this Warthog on the elevator, and to do that, we would have to take it through a very thin doorway. A doorway that is basically the same exact size as the Warthog itself. Oh, and also it has a 90-degree turn.
Did you get it too stuck?
Yeah, I think I need to hit it going faster.
Heave ho, off to work we go. Excuse me.
So trying to lightly drive the Warthog through this tunnel did not work. I would need to smash into it full speed.
Like you're just grinding the top of the turret on the ceiling.
It looked like going full speed into this tunnel didn't work either. I just immediately got stuck. Can't move.
Yeah, the Warthog looks very weird from this angle. His eyes, two tusks. Okay.
So very early into this, I was quickly losing hope that I'd be able to get this Warthog to the elevator. I only had one more idea. If I just drove the Warthog in and had my brother behind me, then he could throw grenades behind it and push it inch by inch. If this didn't work, well, I'd need to find another way.
Hey, get in the door.
We got the Warthog lodged in the hallway, and both of us were now behind it. But our toughest test was just around the corner, and I mean that literally. We had to get this Warthog somehow past this 90-degree angle. Could we do it? I have no idea. Alright, back up. I'm going to try to stick it. I love how you back up right next to it.
I fell in a corner and I decided to die. It was my time. Okay. I thought you just stuck yourself. I was like,
By repeatedly sticking the bumper of the Warthog with plasma grenades, we managed to get it past the doorway. Now the plan was just to continuously stick it over and over until hopefully it made it around the bend. It took quite a few plasma grenades, but eventually the Warthog just kind of slithered all the way down the hallway and eventually squeezed past the bend in front of the door. Activate this door, please. I was able to get into it, but now I had a slight challenge. A human player needs to be outside of the vehicle in order to activate the door, but I didn't know if my brother could actually get close enough.
Activate it?
No.
Now, let me see where I can squeeze that. Why'd I die?
It killed you.
How'd you do that?
Get in the driver's seat real quick. I wasn't really sure what to do at this point, but had my brother get in the driver's seat and then get out, hoping that that would open the door, and then I could get in the driver's seat and drive through it. But I quickly found out that this wasn't going to work either.
In reality, being in a closed environment like this would kill us if we throw a grenade in here. The more you know.
I need to find a way to activate this door.
Your name is Avery anyways.
I can't. We're going to have to get... Somebody's going to have to, like, sit at the front of this with the door open. So I reverted to the last checkpoint, which would mean we'd have to get the Warthog down the hallway and around the bend again. But this time I had my brother go in front of the Warthog while I was behind it so he could activate the door. And we were more successful. We successfully got the Warthog onto the elevator shaft, and I went back through the mission to kill some enemies to ensure that I had a checkpoint. I didn't want to have to repeat all these steps if something went wrong. Let me see if we can get a checkpoint. I killed all the enemies in the area that we took the Warthog through, and I wasn't able to get a checkpoint. We really only had one option at this point. Try to see if we could activate the elevator and take the Warthog all the way to the top. Well, hopefully the Warthog doesn't despawn if we take it up the elevator.
Alright. Oh no, no! Alright, so I gotta slam on the...
So, as it turns out, and I'm sure probably at least a handful of viewers watching know, when you take a vehicle into the elevator floor becomes false after like 10 feet. Regardless, we wanted to give this one more try because we had already invested an hour into this.
You can do that, I'll press the thing.
Okay, so what happened exactly?
It fell off the back, so I think you gotta... You're probably better off that way. Yeah, that probably works. Alright. Let's... Tell me when you're ready.
Ready.
Yeah, it just falls through. But why?
Well, as it turns out, Bungie did not want you getting Warthogs into places they shouldn't be in Halo Combat Evolved. Now, you can get to the bottom of this elevator shaft, which you normally can't do, and while that's cool, that's not our objective. So with the Warthog idea eliminated, we were now on to our next option, the Shade Turret.
New trick?
I've got a backup idea, don't worry. So my next idea was creating a massive grenade pile by beating my second player down in the back a bunch of times over and over, and then positioning the Shade Turret on top of it, throwing an ignition plasma grenade, and jumping on the tip of the gun hoping that it would bounce me way up in the air. It took a while to get the grenades in a position that I thought was tight enough to even be able to attempt this, and in Halo Combat Evolved, the tighter your grenade piles are, the better your launches are. And preferably, you would use all plasma grenades, if possible. Frags are just too powerful, too large, and too messy. But I don't really have that option because in Season 7 of Halo MCC, they eliminated the ability to generate almost infinite grenades. But after about 15 minutes of setting this up, I was ready to start attempting
I
it.
did it. You got a checkpoint.
This blast is really, really powerful. My Shade Turret's basically making it up there,
Good,
but I
you
can't
should
live.
just gotta do it, dude. You just gotta do it.
I think I might be toast on this, actually. Dude.
What?
I can't pull it off. It's just not gonna happen. With this,
I believe you, dude.
I can't do it. I literally can't live. The grenade pile's bad.
Because my grenade pile wasn't tight enough, I really couldn't survive the shade turret launches. Because I needed something to come out this week, we decided to brave the elements, so to speak, and try this yet again, but this time at the beginning of the mission 2 Betrayals. We set up a plasma grenade pile, and I was going to bounce a frag off of this post while standing on top of the Banshee. I was hoping that this would give me enough distance. But like I said earlier, I'm not very successful when it comes to Banshee launching. Cue the music.
Garbage. Garbage, garbage, garbage.
So the Banshee launching method just did not work at all, and I gave up on this trick for 3 months. Now, several months before I tried this again, Spasmodic Gaming sent me a method of getting the Warthog to the end of Assault in the control room, but it involved launching it all the way up to the bridge in the middle of the mission, which I didn't think was going to be that easy. But this had been one trick that I'd been wanting to pull off. It had been bugging me that I couldn't find any method to even come close to launching up to the start of the tower. So I decided to give his method a shot. I recruited my brother again and killed him a bunch of times so that we could set up a grenade pile. And then I parked the Warthog so that this grenade pile was towards the front of it. The plan was to throw a plasma grenade at the back of it, underneath it, then when the second stack exploded, it would launch the Warthog vertically in the air.
Okay, I'm trying to get this word.
What are you laughing at?
There's a pile of dead Master Chiefs. They go flying in the air every time.
Oh, nice, nice.
Okay, that's close to enough distance. I think I might just need to throw this, like, slightly to the right. Holy shit.
Nice job.
Is it going? Yeah! It's up there, baby! Thanks, Slinky.
It took only 4 tries, but we got the Warthog up to the upper bridge. Now we just needed to play through the mission and get the Warthog all the way to the end.
Go ahead, Stink Inspector. This is expected. You stink. But let me smell those feet, though. Oh,
Very
this is
feminine
horrible.
holding that.
What's up?
You should not have killed me because now we need to redo the trick.
Yeah, okay.
Just kidding.
I know you're full of shit.
Dude, how?
Matter of time. Oops,
Stop
sorry.
killing me.
That was an accident.
What if I don't respond the rest of the mission?
Good.
But hey, where'd this come from?
Warthog? Dude, who did that, dude? That's crazy.
I'm getting him
Stupid
to roll
developer,
up my-
dude.
Look at him, dude. He's so close to the edge. How is he not falling off? What are these physics? He's standing on nothing. His needler is holding him, Luke. Look at him.
I got, watch this. No, I'm not trying to hit him. I'm trying to get him to move.
You killed another grunt on accident with that.
That's funny. Well, I hit him.
Alex, you just knocked the Warthog off the map.
Sorry, dude. It was for the laughs.
I didn't laugh.
You just laughed right there. You just killed me.
Dude, you saw a frag grenade 10 seconds before it exploded.
I didn't do my sound was off first of all, so I didn't see or hear
You don't
anything.
need sound to see.
Yes, I do. I'm a sound seer, dude.
I'm a sound seer.
So getting the Warthog through the mission on the bridge section actually isn't that difficult. We were able to pretty easily get through everything until we met our 2 hardest barriers. We'd have to get the Warthog through this small doorway, and then we'd have to get it through another small doorway that has an item blocking it.
Dude, it needs more fiber. This is a tight squeeze. I'm gonna get out.
Okay, there's a hunter right there.
I got it. I don't got it. Oh,
That was
I'm
my
alive.
exact
Okay.
fear.
Shit.
Oh no. Uh-oh.
I thought it disappeared.
So lucky.
Welcome, dogs.
What did you do?
I knocked your ass through there by hitting the back bumper.
Did you actually?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I couldn't
I'm
see
the fighter,
obviously because my camera was in the ceiling.
Dude, I wonder what this arrow-shaped thing leads to. Is that where we're supposed to go?
So every door is not able to be opened. Oh, I
Okay,
guess there
why
were
are-
shackles right there.
Okay, here's the thing. I'm gonna run you through something. Don't go ahead yet. Come back here. Let me show you something. So look at how this goes. So this goes here, and then you turn here, and you turn here. So why isn't the fucking tunnel just straight? What is it zig and zag? That's retarded.
Now that we had the Warthog at the end section of the mission, this finally felt doable. Now we had to drive it up the tower and around all these different barriers, which was a conundrum in and of itself.
All right, dude, you just gotta hit that lip real good, dude.
But eventually we did make it all the way up to the top.
You're just dumb. Many such cases. I don't remember this debris at all. This is crazy. You can't polish a turd, but I'm gonna certainly try.
Okay, come here.
So I corralled my brother into actually focusing up for a second because this was the last part of this trick. If you have a player stand in front of the Warthog's wheel and have a second player hit them in the black spot on their back, the grenades will hit the Warthog wheels, and by hitting rubber, they don't bounce all over the place like they normally would. Now, we tried setting up a pile first. That was absolutely awful. The spread was just far too large for it to be effective.
I don't even crouching, do I?
No.
I kneel for no one. Except our Lord. My cold bush light.
Now, in order to successfully Warthog launch, I had to park the Warthog so that the passenger side was about halfway over the pile of grenades. From here, I then stood on the driver's seat, and every single time after we got a checkpoint, I would either throw a plasma grenade, jump backwards around the turret of the Warthog, and then jump backwards again so the Warthog hit me in midair. While it was in midair, I would flip it so that it would go crazy and I wouldn't die.
Kind of close. Landed on this little part.
Go, dude. Okay. Listen, have you gone out and bought yourself a Christmas tree shaped snack cake yet?
No, I have not.
Are you even a fucking American?
Holy blast, that was a big one. I'm going into the snow.
Dude, you got some big chungus energy. Great job, man.
I'm ascending.
Send it, dog. Send it.
Dude, I just went flying in that hog. What the hell? Ooh, that was real nice. Real nice. This might be a possibility.
Stinky. Let me show your feet, Christopher.
Christopher.
Look at your socks, Christopher. Pull the socks off. All right, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, donate to me. Corn Dog Fund. Christopher, is this guy ever going to hit his trick? I don't know, Tone. I don't know. Christopher, I can't stop getting spaghetti sauce on my polos. Go down to Walmart. Give me a 10-pack.
Ooh, that was close.
Okay. Well, don't ever bother me again until you get up there.
So in my first rendition of trying to Warthog launch all the way to the top, I didn't really come close at all. I mean, I wasn't even making it halfway up. And unfortunately, the checkpoint that we generated in order to do the launch was the last available checkpoint. So we made a decision. We could get the Warthog all the way back there again and take the setup time so that we increase the probability that we make the Warthog launch. The first setup, it was just bad. So the likelihood of me making it on any given attempt was extremely low. That would mean either I could do way more attempts with a low percentage, or I could eat the setup time for a much higher chance of making it. Obviously, we decided with that option, and 45 minutes later, we were back. I think at this point, we're at an hour 4 of this trick.
Hooey, that was a good one. Yeah, this is much better.
Nice.
Closer and closer. Come on, I just need another one like that, but just a little more power, man. Like that. Just like that. Come on. Ooh, keep going, please, keep going, please, keep going, please. No! No! Ooh, come on. Come on. Come on. I love you, Jesus. Oh!
Got it?
No. I landed on the top. Use your silken beard. Use your silken beard to help.
Silky.
Okay, that was my second closest attempt. Oh. Just one time for the one time. Just one time for the one time. No.
Please.
So we were 4 hours into this particular session, and while I had gotten close, I just couldn't pull it off. It was extremely painful to decide to give up after having to get the Warthog to the end of the mission twice.
It's only been almost 4 hours, so.
But I just couldn't invest any more time into this.
You're giving up? You're giving up, dude? All this time? Alright, well, up to you.
There's literally nothing I can do.
I decided to give up on this, and in the spirit of giving it a shot, I attempted this for 3 hours the next day. And these were my closest attempts. So close.
Come on, please, 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 please. Fuck you. Please, please, Jesus, please, Jesus, please, Jesus, please. No. 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 This could be it. Oh my gosh, I'm always short. is not possible with my normal abilities. I need divine intervention. I got a triple bounce and it still wasn't enough.
So I was 3 months into this trick, to no avail. I had spent 8 hours failing this, but it was driving me to the point of madness. I wasn't going to be able to go on without checking the box on completing this trick. So a couple days later, I mustered up the courage after being so discouraged from spending so much real life time, literally wasting my life, failing this stupid trick. And if I didn't get it this time, then I was not going to try it again, at least for a very long time. It was time for one last shot.
Nice! Let's go! You can't see anything up here? Oh, what a terrible, terrible, terrible place to go.